Now then, you beautiful people, thank you for joining us once again. It is much appreciated. I couldn't do this without you. Your support is amazing. But we are not at 10k yet. So if you haven't done already, smash that like button. It does mean a lot. We are nearly there. I know I am begging it, but I really do want to hit 10k sooner rather than later. Before we get into it, I just want to say a massive thank you for the channel sponsors, Buy Trade and Trade Help. If you don't know what Buy Trade and Trade Help are, Trade Help is a job management software, an app you can use to plan your days. It's got calendar, invoicing, bits like that. It's a really good platform. I've used it a few years now and I've never looked back. Buy Trade is the only multi-merchant ordering platform. Basically what you can do, if you need a part, a boiler spare, you can go on there, order from one place, and you've got different merchants on there. Speaking of Buy Trade, they have just linked up with Toolstation. So you can now order parts and materials from Toolstation through Buy Trade. If you want some more information, drop us a comment below. I will happily help you out. But I've got a part to go pick up from Toolstation now, which I ordered last night off Buy Trade. It's a motorised valve, so let's head over to Toolstation and go pick that up. Right, as easy as that, got the part, went on last night, bought it, Buy Trade run me this morning, asked me what branch I wanted to use, chose the Pudsey one, they give me a code, went in store, within seconds they give me the part I needed. So now I can head off straight away to the job, and get it fitted. Hopefully, fingers crossed it goes well because it's a gravity fed system, but using Buy Trade's made it a lot easier. I know you could just go to the Toolstation website and do it that way, but with Buy Trade, you can check not only Toolstation, but City Plumbing, Wolseley, and see where's got it in stock same day. Because Toolstation might not have it in stock, but City Plumbing will. But then you've got to go through different websites if you go do it independently. Buy Trade just cuts all the hassle, is the middleman, and yeah, highly recommend it. Makes life and work efficiency a lot easier and quicker. So let's head off and go get this fit. So here's the existing valve. It's making a clicking noise when coming on, sometimes not coming in at all. I'm going to use these 5-way rigging plugs just to make it life easier. It's not going to be as bad as the first thought. I've got 3 isolation valves to isolate the zone valve, which is great. I'm not having to mess around trying to bung the gravity fed system, because you know, if you're a plumber, if you drain a gravity fed system, it can be a headache with airlocks and stuff like that. So we'll get the old one removed. Got to be careful when working on old pipe work, especially ones where the nuts are seized, because if you could undo a nut and cause a leak on the pump valves or the connections to the cylinder, and it's the last thing you want, because it's going to be an absolute headache to fix. I've had one recently, and yeah, the less said about that, the better. So use our deblow to catch as much water as you can. There wasn't much water left in it, to be fair. There was a MagnaClean or Ideal filter, whatever it was, underneath, and I could drain from there and got most of the water out. There was only the water on the incoming from the pump side to catch a little bit of water, but no dramas there. We've cut the wire so it's easy to remove. We're not having to mess around undoing the wires from the wiring centre. And then we're just going to paste up our old nuts and olives. I'm going to reuse the old nuts and olives. There's no point in changing them. They're fine. They're not crushed or anything like that. But as long as I've got paste on, they will be fine. So get the new valve in place. I'm not putting the head on straight away, especially this straighten one. It's going to be a lot easier to tighten the nuts without the head in place. Right, so once you're happy that's all connected and not over tightened, we can reinstate our water. So we've got our 2 gate valves and our pump valves to open up. Important to dry everything off first before we do, just that way we know whether, when we open our valves, if there is any water there, it's come from opening our valves and not stagnant water from when we took the old valve off. So we reinstated the water here. It's a lot easier than having to drain the system, believe me. I was a bit apprehensive about opening the gate valves because sometimes it can be seized, sometimes it snap, but these were okay, thank God. What I'm going to do is fill the system, vent the system, and then I'm going to test the system out. So we need to get the motorised valve head on in place and get it wired up. So we need to get the head on
On the bottom of the head there's 2 lugs, and on the body there's also 2 little ports where them lugs can sit in. That's for so you can't get the head the wrong way around. Other manufacturers you can put it different ways, but this one it can only go one way, so you need to make sure you got it the right way around. So once that's in place, you'll feel it clicking, and then it's locked in place. Wire it up with our 5-way connector from Regan. It makes life a lot easier, especially with motorised valves, because it's a 5-core wire. How I do it, I wire one side up, plug it together, and then I can wire the other side up, and basically then you're just matching colours up. You're not having to look through wiring diagrams when you're opening up the wiring centre. It can be a bit of a jungle, bit daunting, especially if you've never worked on Y plans and S plans before. I find this way is a lot easier and a hell of a lot quicker because once you've opened that up, if you pull the wrong wire out, you could be causing a right headache, blowing parts, things not working as they should. So if you've not used one of these Regan connectors before, check them out, because they, for the sake of a couple of quid, they save you a lot of time and a hell of a lot of money, because you know money is time and all that. So what we're going to do is get that powered up now, make sure there's no leaks, and test the heating out. How I'm going to do it is test the heating first, make sure all the radiators are getting warm and circulated nicely, and then I'll test the hot water out. Once I'm happy with that, job's a good one. Right, it's been called out this job because this radiator is not getting warm. All the radiators in the house are getting warm. I've tried turning all the others off and it's still not pushing any heat through, so there's got to be some sort of blockage. So what I'm first going to do is just check the valves are opening. If they're not opening, then I know there's a blockage somewhere in this pipe work. I'm praying to God it's just the valves, because I don't want to start damaging this tile floor. So, bucket out, tissue at the ready, plumb thumbs. I've dropped the pressure out of the, I've turned the 2 valves off, dropped the pressure out of the air vent. So I'm just going to crack the top nut and just see if we get anything coming out of it. This valve feels a bit suspect. So, and that one underneath seems to have, or has been leaking at some point. So they want changing ideally anyway. Yeah, that valve, as I suspected, is not turning on. The pressure in the system's at 1.5, so that should, when I'm opening it to there, it should come out basically. So we're getting swapped over. We'll swap that one as well. We'll go downstairs, drop the pressure out of the system, and then just snatch it. I'm not going to drain the full lot. There's no point. It's a Baxi 800 in, so you've got a little drain off on the flow return. So I'll just drop pressure out of there, and then get this swapped over. Right, so pressure's all dropped out now. I'm just going to get the new rad ready, new valve, sorry, made up, ready to go. I was just going to connect onto the old tail and the old nut and olive, but I thought for what it is, let's just do it properly. So, Loctite 55, I do 8 wraps of that. I've lost count, never mind, that should do. And then, just for covering yourself, I put some jet lube paste on, not loads, just enough, just to cover the thread. And that's ready to go on there. And then on my valve, because what I'm going to have to do, I'm going to have to probably do my valve first. I'm going to have to use olive splitters to split the olive and then bang that on as fast as I can, so I'm probably not going to have enough time to paste it up. So what I'm going to do is just put a little bit of paste inside there, not loads. Wipe it, if there's too much in there, just wipe it out. Because the last thing you want to do is start clogging up the system. You just want a little bit of paste just to make the seal. So, let's get this off. There's probably going to be a little bit of water in here still. But, if we're quick enough, we can snatch it. Hopefully it goes well. That olive splitter on. Let's do this with 2 hands. That turned off. Yep. 1, 2, 3. On there. Nip that up. dry out what we can. And then I need to be, so I'm unscrewing, so pulling that way, so other way around. Take it off. Oh, God send these tools for getting radiator valves out. Need to swap that around now. In. Make sure you don't cross-thread it, we call it. Gonna put the valves facing inwards. Right, so that's one down, one done, one to go. It wasn't too bad. Bit of a spillage there. I think, I'm not sure what that's from, to be fair. So yeah, the key to snatching is just being prepared and make sure you got everything ready. I say these are a great tool, but like then, it'd been perfect if I could have just flicked a switch at the back instead of having to mess about turning it around, taking it out and put it around the other way around. I imagine there's probably one out there where you can just flick a switch at the back and it would go on like a socket set basically, but it does the job. So we'll get that one made up and get that swapped over as well. Right, so that one's swapped over now. I've not turned valves on yet or pressurised system. I'm just going to put some inhibitor in, just while it's draining down, might as well. Oh, show you on camera, try not to spill it everywhere as well. It's alright doing this YouTube stuff, but you got to try film, pour in, inhibitor like this, I'll do a job. I'm not trying to mess up at the same time. Anyone in comments will be telling me just to stop filming and concentrate on my job. But then what would you watch? I suppose there's plenty of others doing it. Shout out to all the YouTube content creators. Nearly. There we go. Inhibitor in, so I'll shoot downstairs, pressurise the system up, and fingers crossed, we've got no leaks. On these boxes, there's just a, you can see under there, a little green tab. Pull that, you get a pressure gauge. I always prefer a boiler that's got a analog or a visual pressure gauge on the front of it rather than a digital one on the screen. It's kind of easier, especially for like commissioning boilers and filling up, you don't have to have power on. So back to, take it back so you've got an actual one on the front of the boiler instead of the digital one. Because on the Combi 2s it's now digital. I'll get that to 1 bar. This is the bit where we run upstairs and make sure it's not leaking. Not spewing out, so we'll get that filled up, test it out, and it should be nice and hot. Right, so job all done. Heating's on now, it's starting to come through, where before we weren't getting anything, there was no heat at all circulating. I think it was just that left-hand valve, to be honest. The right-hand valve seemed to open a bit, but the left-hand valve wasn't opening at all. So, all done, dusted. Another happy customer. I've got a working radiator.